Hi, I'm Kimberly with the Fat Quarter Shop, and we're here on another edition of Notion Talk. We're here today with Edyta Sitar, and we're going to dish on her favorite notions.
Let's start with one of my personal favorite things that many times we forget about it, but I get asked the most about it, is beddings. There are many beddings on the market, and if you would like to know what I like, is the Tuscany collection from Hubs. There are wool beddings, silk beddings, and cotton bedding. Depends on the quilt. If I want a nice puff to the quilt, if I want to show off the applique, I would use a wool or silk. If I want a quilt that's draped really nice, I would choose the cotton. And guess what? I brought something for you today. One of the newest one, it's a mix, cotton and wool. You try it. I hope you like it.
Thank you so much. I'm going to try it. And one thing I want to add is I actually do use polyester in my quilts. And I know that you don't, but we do here sometimes.
Well, there is bedding for everybody. How is that? You choose what you like it. I also use creative grids, and I know you use them. So we agree on that. Favorite. No matter how big the ruler, small or big, creative grids makes your product fun and exciting. Don't you agree?
Yeah, and we talked about we each have like at least 30 to 40 of the rulers.
Oh, so you have to, because
yeah.
when you, depends on the project, depends on the size, you grab your favorite ruler. If you have to square up a block, it just makes it fun. Well, you can't do anything without Aurifil, can you?
No.
Yeah, I love Aurifil. And this spool, the 2370, my personal favorite. I just love it. Love the color, love the weight 50. It's just wonderful thread.
And I use color 2000, which is cream.
Okay, now Soul Line. I hope you have a pencil in your low box, because I do have many. Soul Line pencils, I mark my designs on the quilts, and when I have to mark a 1/4 inch, like 8-point star, it works great.
And what color do you use?
I like the light, the white, because I really don't want to show any lines on my quilts. Sometimes I use the pink one, just in case.
A little bit.
Yeah, so I can show just a little bit. And a glue, love it. I use it when I have to secure some pieces in place, don't move, really like it. One tip, I like to keep my glue in a Ziploc bag so it does not dry. So that's something I like to do. Clips. Do you have those?
I love them.
Love them?
And there's going to be some new pink ones coming out really
Ooh,
soon. And it's going to be a
pink
limited
ones.
supply to benefit breast cancer research.
Oh.
So it's going to be awesome. We can't wait, Clover.
Wonderful. They're going to match our shirts too.
Yes.
With the clips, I use them to also secure my layouts for applique to my background fabric. So I clip it, and then I can do a layout, trace it. Yeah. And now scissors. I love those scissors. They're sharp, they're beautiful, they're elegant. Dovo is the brand from Germany. I really, really like them. They're just beautiful pair of scissors. So that's something you have to treat yourself for. They're a little bit more expensive. So if you invest in them, hide them away from children, because you don't want them to cut paper with it.
Yeah, and I tried this longer medium pair yesterday, and I do really like it. I'm going to get me a pair.
Oh, I have something more. Bias tape maker. Use them all the time when I have to make a handle on a basket. Love using them. Do you use bias tape maker?
No.
No? My goodness, I have brought a lot of different things that you don't use it. Yes. I hope you think about maybe one thing from my basket to use it. Microtex needle. Another favorite of mine. I use it for piecing. I use it for just appliquing. It works great. Love those needles for my sewing machine. I change my needles often. Do you?
Mm-hmm. Every project. And in fact, I'm really bad because I change my needle all the time, and then I never change my rotary blade. And so I'm like, why can't I just change them both? And I think it's because I don't want to get cut, and so I just never change the blade.
Well, we're going to have to help you with that. We have machine needles. We can't forget the hand needles. And I use the embroidery needles, size 11. I like the embroidery ones because it's a bigger eye. It's easier to thread the needle. Yeah, I'm still not ready to admit that I do need glasses. Templates. I love templates. Those templates are wonderful when you have to cut pieces. And I first always cut a strip and then use the template for cutting. Simply because sometimes I don't like to look at the numbers and measure, and just putting template and cutting makes my life easier. Did you ever use templates?
No.
No? Oh my goodness, Kimberly, we have to spend more time together. cutting and doing things.
You know, I think the difference between you and I is I really do strictly piecing. I never applique, I never use templates, I never want to step out of my box. So this would really, if I tried this, I would be like going over the cliff.
Wow, we can't have that. But you know, remember Wilma and Louise hold hands and went over the cliff? Come on, Kimberly, 1, 2, 3, we can do it. English paper piecing. So when you see Kimberly doing English paper piecing, it means we're over the cliff. I tell you, this one is so much fun. We have little beautiful words on our English paper piecing. Some nice things that as you're stitching you can read and feel better about quilting and yourself. Love this paper. That's something brand new.
And you have lots of different sizes in this.
Yes, different sizes, different shapes. They're really nice. And I have done some English paper piecing in our new book, Handful of Scraps, and that paper worked really good for me. Not last yet, we have a triangle paper, and this is a triangle paper that I use it all the time. I make my own triangles, I make it to exchange with my friends. I would love you to try this one. My mama taught me how to sew on the lines, and I always love sewing on the lines, and this paper is great. It rips really easy.
Easy.
Yeah, that's a nice paper. Stencils for drawing appliques. Oh, if you have to draw 40 circles, it's so much easier to use the stencil to draw them. Try it, you will like it. And 2 last tools in my baskets are some things that were handmade. This wonderful little presser, it's a wooden presser, handmade, especially for me. Every single one of those pressers is a little bit different. You have to find one of those for yourself. They're so cool. And one of my girlfriends have made it from my spool, so it doesn't rattle on my sewing machine. A little dolly to put it under. I really like that one. So now you know what's in my basket.
So what's in your basket?